handkerchief, per se, staying in place because I don't like these little wispy hairs all over in my face. I just don't. I don't know about you, but when I go out and about, I don't wear one of these. I wear a hat, especially if I'm going to be driving a car or something like that. I do not like the little wispy things in my face. They just drive me nuts. And yes, this is after brushing my hair and putting stuff in my hair to keep the little wispy ways away from my face. It doesn't matter. They still find ways to come out of my hairdo and decide to, ha, we're gonna get you. Yes, it's one of those days, guys. It really is. I'm not annoyed per se. I'm just, I don't know. I'm just not in the mood for the wispy ways. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am dead set on learning how to crochet. What am I saying, crochet? I can crochet. That ain't the problem. I'm relearning how. Hey, Sue, darling. Yep, me too. Yep, I fell down too, darling. How are you doing, though? Did you go get checked out by the doctors? Please say you did. I can't go see the doctors till next week. So I'm not even bothering. I'm just marking down how many times I fall. Okay, so when you fell, what parts of the body you hurt again? Do tell me. Don't just charge it to my head, not to my heart. My body's still arguing with me to doing the simplest of things. Oh, yeah, right? That's all we can do, huh? So you're taking it easy, good, like me. I do have a walker, but there's some things you gotta do you can't do with the walker, you know? So, are you crocheting anything? Are you have any projects on your hook? Did you bring any tea or any juice or anything to drink for yourself? Please stay hydrated. Much importance on that. Especially if you have to go to the hospital or something, see the doctor or whatever. Oh, Lord. Yeah, oh, God. Do you even have a walker? I know it sounds redundant to ask, but some people do. And I got lucky, okay? There is a medical supply place here where I live. And they were supposed to bring me a walker. Well, I waited a year and a half. No walker. But, you have any vitamin E oil? Capsules? Anything like that? It would help with rug burns and bruises. Oh, good. So keep your walker close by. Yeah, keep the walker close by. I'm just telling you. It'll save your son from hitting the floor. The cane is good, but the walker is a little bit more stabilizing. Hey, Outlaw, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I'm sorry I wasn't here yesterday afternoon. But when you sort of like fall down and get a bump on your head and you get all these lovely nauseating things to happen. Oh, okay. Well, that's good, Sue. I'm so glad. And Outlaw, how you doing, brother? I saw you earlier, but yep, we need our coffee, huh? Let's see, what do I have on tap? Ooh, it's one of those mixers, you get one of those. Where did I put that bugger at? Well, there's the water part. Let me see if I can find one of those. Oh, it doesn't want to be found. Isn't that lovely? Oh, there it is. I'll show you what I got. Just, hello, Miss Emily. And how are you? Welcome, welcome. This is our time as crafters. If you craft, if you want to learn a craft, whatever, more than welcome to come on in. Tell us what is in your cup. And if you have a project going on, it could be anything from crochet, knitting, whatever. It's all good. You know, diamond art painting, you do any leather work, you do any woodwork, you do any kind of craft. Maybe something none of us are doing. I know there is a fabulous lady. Her name is Spring. She's the fiber enthusiast. She does crochet, tatting. Tatting is a really, really, really old skill. And she does spinning the wool. She dyes it. She uses it in her everyday stuff that she does with her crochet and whatever. So it's all good. So if you have any crafts that you're in the midst of making or working on, you're more than welcome to share it with us. Oh, that was lovely. Oh, that must have been from the Purple Yarnivore. A knitted short sleeve sweater and a freaking ice hat. Awesome. That must have been made your day, huh? Because I know you crochet, right? I don't know if you knit too or not, but I know you do crocheting. Mm-hmm. So I'm still stuck on the knitting thing. I've learned to do the casting on easily. I keep practicing because I keep on thinking I made a mistake somewhere and I need to fix it. And I go back over it and over it and over it, trying to make sure I have it done the right way. But you know how that goes sometimes. You think you do, then you go back. I am actually learning from another's. Oh, I can imagine. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what. I bet you that was really nice. I remember a long time ago when I was about 11, current boyfriend, and I'm just going to use his initials, LC, had somebody make me crochet me a hat and a scarf. I think, though, it was knitted. Oh, wonderful. Maybe sometime you could get a picture of it and share it with us, too. You know, if you want to post it on my page, it's more than welcome, or better yet, post it on your page. Let everybody know about the lovely other YouTube people out there that crochet or knit, and we could put the spotlight on them and their lovely gifts they give us and share with us. And yeah, that's what I'm talking about, support. We all need support from one craft to another. Do you have... So we're going to have to discuss this later on. I'll show you what I mean, okay? I promise. It's not a big to-do. All right? Okay. So, my issue is I'm going from the casting on stage with my knitting, which is actually easy. The knitting part. The casting on part. That's what I got so far. And there's people that I personally know that knit. But, okay, that works. But I don't have them on the phone. Or when I do call them, they don't answer. And I'm trying to understand something, because when I crochet, my crochet is not that tight. This is tight. And I don't know if there's something I need to do better or looser. I don't know. I just don't have a clue. So maybe later on I can get a hold of somebody who can clue me into this. Because there's two ladies I happen to think of right off the top of my head. There is Racing with Happiness, and then there's Lisa Knits 69. Now, Lisa Knits 69 is down in Australia. She's roughly about 19 hours ahead of us in time frame, so she's almost a full day ahead of us in New York for me. And yep, I don't know about the knit gauge, none of that. Don't have a clue. And then the other lady I'm thinking of is Racine with Happiness. She is a very gifted, intelligent lady. She knows how to knit. She knows how to crochet. And she's got beautiful work that she does. And if you look up with her for Racing with Happiness. And she's a great gifted person. And that's all I got to say right now, because she's not in the chat. So we're just going to leave it at that. If she was to come in the chat, I would allow her to share her page and everything. And she could really clue us in, along with Lisa Knit 69, on what I'm doing wrong. And I would be more than happy and very avid to learn. But in the meantime, I'm doing the best that I can. And sometimes you're going to make 1,000 mistakes before you get it right. Ask Sue, she'll tell you. I remember when, see, this is my humble attempt. And no, it's not perfect. But it is my humble attempt. This is what I got for on my thing. Some reason though, before, I was having all these, if you look at that, they were all going in a nice little row. And then, and I don't know if I did something wrong there, or what. I think I did. Yep, I think I'm going to take off my last 3, because I don't like how it deviates the way it wants to. So I'm going to just pull them off the needle. And if I have to start again, I start again. It's real simple. That's how I do. Until I get it right. Am I perfect at it? No. But there are quite a few of you lovelies out there that I would love to shout out. But oh my Lord. All the way out there in Montana, huh? And I know you don't live there. Hi, Izzy. How you doing, sweetie pie? Come on in. How you doing? Yeah, I hope you're hydrating and you have something in your cup to keep you hydrated, like water or something, or water-based. That goes on that side. Okay, hold on. Slow down. Let me get everybody together again so I don't feel like I'm lost in La La Land. Because that's really easy for me today. Try not to be. Oh, you're donating plasma. So you have a person that's trying to be your friend, Sue. And they want you to come out for a barbecue in Montana. No. Can't do it. If I can't meet you face to face, nope. So here I am at my humble, pathetic attempt I got 1, 2, 3. I got 5 of them on there. Oh, in California. Hello, Miss Shatika, darling. How are you? Wow, what part of California do you know? God bless you too, sweet Izzy. Are you working on any crafts right now, or any projects you got? I'm not sure, but I'm sure if you Googled it, you could find out. That's the best choice I have for you. Oh, you just have work for college. Okay. How's that going for you, Izzy? And Shatika, darling, it was nice to see you earlier this afternoon, this morning. Late this morning, you know what I mean. Awesome. Gonna get your associate's degree. Ah, Santa Monica, yeah. That would sound like a possible spam area. Mm-hmm. Oh, Lady V8, we do, darling. But this is our afternoon live that I like to do for those who want to do and talk about crafting. Because when your hands are busy, God is happy. Did you know that? Yes, it's found in Proverbs. Let me go to Proverbs and I'll tell you in a second. Sometimes I get it wrong and sometimes I get it right. If I don't know something for sure, I'll go look it up. Ask Sue, she'll tell you. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not. I'm relearning it. Trust me, I feel like I'm all thumbs. I kid you not. Let's see. Aha, here we are. This is what it says about a lady. Well, right now, Sue, you got a little bit more than, you got to take care. Yep, that's right. Idle hands are what you call it. Mm-hmm. Now, here's you go. Ready? Here you go, Lady V8. Go to Proverbs 31:13. She seeks wool and flax and works willingly with her hands. So that's for anybody that's crocheting, that knits. Oh, don't worry, honey. I was late. I did a mid-morning Bible devotional. I just went over 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 10, and Galatians 6:9. So, that's... Oh, okay. You got your needles, or you got your needles and yarn there, Izzy? If you do, let me know. Because learning these cast on right now is easy. But I want to get up to the next stitches. Join the club. How do you think I felt? Like I let God down, of all people. I just woke up and I just turned over and I went back to sleep. Okay, you go do that. And you know what else I figured out? They say when you're a beginning knitter, right, to get yourself a set of bamboo needles, right? Well, I got this kind. But you know what else? If I didn't have those, you know what I was getting ready to use? And I don't care if anybody wants to laugh at me, but here are my chopsticks. I was going to use my chopsticks. I was going to try to get me some sandpaper. If I didn't find sandpaper, I was going to get me one of those files, where you file your nails with. And I was going to sand it all down where there ain't no way to for the yarn to catch on it. But they do this too. A lot of Oriental people will rub the sticks together, the chopsticks together, like this, to help weed away any type of wood or splinters or whatever. So you could use a pair of chopsticks. But make sure you have it smoothed down a little bit, okay? But it works, okay? That's all I gotta say. But see, I don't know when I'm casting on my stitches, right? If I'm putting them on too tightly, should I have a little bit of slack in there? I don't know. I have nobody to ask. So I'm watching a video to relearn the cast on stitches, and then the next stitch is the knit stitch. And, well, we ain't there quite yet. I have an idea how to do it, but it's going to wait. Because I'm going to go nice and slow and steady like that turtle does. Because in this way, I'm not confusing myself like I usually can. And yes, my head is hot and itchy because it's hot. But this is how they say to do the cast on. So that first stitch, they want you to knot it onto your needle. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't knot it on my needle. I did a slip stitch. That's what I do. Then they say to do your first cast on, this is the yarn towards my skein of yarn. This string. That string comes back with this hand. So you want to see it a little bit. You see it? Here's my stitches. Take your left hand, this here, like this, come behind the yarn hanging down, which is your working end, which is your tail, okay? So you put this in this hand like this. Now, they say to take it around like this, so you're going to come behind the yarn, hanging down, and it's like that, okay? And you want to get that, right up in there, okay? Now, here's the tricky part. Take that needle around, down, and underneath, right by your thumb, like that, okay? And you could actually hold the whole thing with one hand now, right? Now, this is the yarn from the skein of yarn, okay? So you're going to take this, come behind the needle and in between the thumb and the needle. Okay, no problem. Right? And you come from behind the needle and in between the thumb and the needle. Sort of like that. Now you take your thumb and inch it up to the point. Like that. And take that loop off your thumb. Now you have to pull both threads, both ends of the yarn. And that, my friends, is how you do a cast on. And that looks right. So, it's something to start with. It ain't major. It's, like if I grabbed a crocheting hook, which I have right here, I could sit here and talk to you and I could crochet me a granny square without looking. Knitting takes more yarn to use. And when you're learning, you want to pay attention to what you're doing. So you don't oops it upside the head, Okay, sweetheart. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you so much. And I'll be praying for you because you need to get some good sleep. And I hope and pray that you have something for your bruises and that you can heal up. Okay? So thank you so much. But learning a new craft It's always easier if you have somebody there who knows it really well. But even if they don't know it really well, perhaps they're very good at explaining it really well. Because I know this lady, she could tell you how to crochet, how to do this, this, this. She can't crochet, she says. Yes, go get some food. I always take food with me when I go to do plasma. I do. Okay, Izzy. Get some rest, darling. Thank you for stopping by. Get a lot of food and get plenty of hydration. Water, tea, preferably water. So I'll be looking for you next time, okay? Get some vitamin C. I'm going to be praying for you all the same. Yes? That sounds like an ideal. So since I've been sick, okay, or recently getting over being sick, I've been drinking lemonade. And this is like one of those packets you can buy. You get a box of them. And in the box you get 6 or 8 packets like this. And no, I'm not showing this to tell you what to drink. I'm just showing you what I'm drinking. And I mix that with a bottle of water. Preferably one of these guys. 16.9 ounce bottle of water. And that means I'm going to get roughly about 3 cups of lemonade. Yep. They are good, aren't they? Especially when you get tired of drinking water. I don't know, it's just one of those. If it's got to be a certain temperature, I guess. Or, I don't know. Just to be the way I'm in the mood for. Sometimes I could drink hot water, no problem. Sometimes I could drink cold water, not a problem. And sometimes, well, I need it a little bit colder than the room temperature. Just a smidge, but it makes a difference. And it's important for your body to be hydrated because what we didn't know then, what we do know now is 2 different worlds apart, I'm sure. But you need hydration because if they have to stick you for blood work per se, phlebotomy stuff, well, it's better to be hydrated. This way it's easier to find your veins and to access your blood, so this way they can, even if you're passed out, they could access your vein to get some blood, run tests on it, and find out what's possibly going on. It's always the safest bet. And as you see, I'm running low on my water, but you know how you get these little half gallons or quarts of milk or tea or whatever, and then I rinse them out with hot water? No problem, sweetie. Yes, get yourself some bamboo or chopsticks. Get yourself some light paper, like sandpaper. Sand them down lightly. They could be your knitting needles. You're welcome, sweetheart. But as you can see with my bottle that I have, yeah, it likes to deflate really good for me. So what I'm going to attempt to do, if you will, is refill my water because I need more water in my system. Although one time me and my friend, we were coming back from somewhere and we saw the most hilarious bumper sticker on a car, and I just loved it. She did too. We were laughing our butts off. I don't have enough blood in my caffeine system. I thought it was hilarious. And everybody's like, what? Yeah, I don't have enough blood in my caffeine system. Just think about it, guys. Especially if you like coffee, tea, or a lot of people I've noticed too lately, they like those, or what do you call those drinks? Oh, darn. You know, oh, what do you call those drinks? You know those drinks that people drink? Hi, Outlaw. Outlaw, what's those crazy drinks? Red Bulls and stuff they drink? Mm-hmm. And no, my fingers don't want to work. Because it's that opening. Haha, thank you, Lord. I went backwards. But a lot of those drinks, those power drinks, like the Red Bull drinks and whatever, I can't drink them. There is a thing called taurine, Taurine. My body's like, nope, can't have it. It just doesn't. Monster drinks, I can't have them. I wish I could. It's only a rare select few drinks of those that it can have. Like Body Armors, certain ones on that I can drink. Yes, if you don't know, I'm shaking up my drink. Okay. Body Armor drinks, certain ones I can have. I can't have all of them. My body knows what it wants. What can I say? You know? And just so you know, if you guys ever want to talk about anything like recipes or things like that, let me know. I might have a recipe for you. You never know. Or maybe you'll have one for me. That would be awesome. I just watched this beautiful lady talking about making a corn casserole. I have never in my life made a corn casserole. And I love me some corn. Especially like that sweet, what do you call that? Creamy corn, they call it. Then you got sweet corn. Then you got whole kernel corn. Then you got hominy. But me, give me that sweet cream corn. Ooh, boy. I could just swallow that down whole and be happy. But, however, being my age and with my medical issues I have now, that I didn't have as a child, I have to be careful with the carbs, and especially with, if I was to have cream style corn, I couldn't have mashed potatoes unless they were sweet potato kind. Why? Because that's too many carbs in one shot. If I had white mashed potatoes with cream style corn, that's a no-no. So I would have to do it different. Hello, Ahmad. Welcome back. 100 times 100 is what? If you don't know 100 times 100, you're in trouble bad. Because, Ahmad, we're not here to answer your medical questions, honey. Especially if you're in school. And I do not want your teacher coming after me for giving you... Oh, I know, right? Ugh, think about it. There you go, Ahmad. I told you knew the answer. You never know. You surprise me all the time, Ahmad. And I'm glad you do. Because I don't want to give you... When I used to be a math tutor, I would show them this, that, whatever, but I would not give them the answers. They would have to come up with the answer themselves. I would show them what in the what do you call those? The formulas where they were messing up. And I would show them how to correct it. And then I had them redo it after they got it wrong. And 9 times out of 10, they came up with their own correct answer. And I have been tutoring math since I was in 4th grade. Won't give you the answer. Nope. You can write out 50 million different mathematical equations all you want. I will not do it. So if you want to go do your math homework and just listen, that's great. But nobody here is going to give you an answer. Not allowed. I want to see your brain exceed and excel, and I know you can. So don't tell me any other way you can't, because I'll call you a liar to your face. It might make you mad, might make you upset, but at least I'm honest to your face, okay? Because when they say I can't, take off the T and kick out the apostrophe and let's say I can. And you'd be surprised. There's quite a few people in my day when I used to help them with the math. And they would get so mad at me. And be like, are you done being mad? Can we go do mathematical equation now? Can we go learn the formula correctly? Think about it. And yeah, there's certain things it's just, I don't know. It's like they go and they take flour and they strip it of all the things that comes with flour so they can enrich it with everything they took out. It's like taking a blanket. Let's just say you had a blanket that was 5 by 6 feet long. Okay? So it's 5 feet wide and 6 feet long. Cut off a foot of the blanket. So now it's a 5 by 5. Take the piece you cut off from the bottom and stitch it to the top. So now you got a 5 by 6 again. That don't make no sense. Not a bit. How do you make that make sense? It doesn't. It's stupid. It really is. So, if you think about it like that, and just like they do with flour, they strip it of all its natural nutrients and whatever. Then they get down to the end, they're like, uh-oh, we need to put some of the stuff back. So they're doing us a favor. Putting it back in. Their synthetic stuff. They're putting it back in. How is that a favor to me? If they left it alone in the first place, I'd be all right. I'm just saying. So think about it like that, right? So it's quite comical, it is sometimes how people think, oh, this will work better if we do it this way. How? You got a 10-foot rope. And you got to use it in 3 different areas. So you got to cut it. No. You don't cut it. First and foremost, find the areas you need it for. Especially if it's on the same tarp or whatever. Once you got that part done, the rest is easy peasy. Because you go halfers first, put that in the middle piece, like if it's on a corner, and you loop on the on the middle piece. Okay, you all right? All right, no problem. And then you take the other parts to use it for the other ends, if you can. Most of the time you can. So, that's what I've been doing. You know, you fall down, you get a bump on the head. You know, you miss your afternoon live, you miss your morning live, and then you're here again. Well, I did a belated morning live today, and I'm doing the one I normally do for the afternoon. Now, I do this on the Crafters chat is only Monday through Friday. And if I have an afternoon appointment, well, then I'm going to have to make arrangements to either do it earlier or later in that day because I have doctor's appointments. Like, matter of fact, Monday, I have 2 appointments. I don't know how I'm going to get it in there, but we can figure it out. You know? We'll see. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh, you're so funny, outlaw. Come here, I'll give you a lemon. Oh, are you? You're reading a new beginner book? Are you learning to read the patterns now, Sue? Because you know what? When I went to Walmart, just one time I was at Walmart, I picked up a crocheting magazine. You know, in the back of that crocheting magazine has lots of information telling you how to read your pattern and what all these different things mean. That's the only page you needed out of that whole book. Other than, you know, if you found yourself some projects to do. You're so funny. Okay. Hold on a second. My foot's saying, Ma, Ma, Ma. I have to get my foot out. It likes to cramp up. And cramping up in the foot is not fun. I learned to crochet not by reading a book. I learned to crochet by my Girl Scout. Well, my sister's Girl Scout leader. Because, hey, there you are. How you doing, Tina? Now that's a lady who knows how to crochet. So hang on a sec. Let me see this. Yep. This lady taught me how to make that cross I told you guys about last week over the phone for 2.5 hours. She is a master crocheter. She doesn't say it, but she is. And she's a sweetie pie. So I'm still learning how to do that. Casting on stitch is easy. Now getting over to doing the knit stitch, okay. But before I go on to the knit stitch, I want to get a hold of a knitter who can take a look at my work that I've done. And see, this is doing the cast on stitches that I've accomplished so far. And yes, they're all nice and neat. But I don't know, are they supposed to be loosey-goosey? Are they supposed to be tight? I don't know. And since neither one of them are in the chat, I can't ask. Oh, this is good. Yep. So I'm going to have to learn how to whatever. Because see, this looks okay. I just don't know if I'm too tight in these. Nope, I'm on from 2:30 till 3:30 in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. My morning Bible devotional was late because I slept in, because yesterday I fell, landed on my head. And I missed yesterday's afternoon Delite chat, and now I'm here. Yep, that's what I have to do. Or I'm sometimes low on the magnesium outlaw. Yeah. It's either potassium or the magnesium I get low on. Go figure. It's not iron. It's the magnesium or the potassium. So every so often when they do my blood work, I do ask, am I low on this? Am I low on that? I want to see the paper. I want to copy. I want a print out copy of what my blood work says, because I do know how to read it. I did medical assistant classes twice, once in Missouri, once here in New York. Oh, well, I know you're great at crocheting. But there's two ladies that I know personally that are fabulous on knitting, and that's Lisa Knits 69, and you know the other one, Racine with Happiness. She's great at that too, but nobody'd ask. But I've gotten this far so far, where I'm learning to do the cast on, which is better than, I guess, nothing. Because after the casting on, I got to learn the knitting part, or the knit stitch it's called. And, but, it's what I'm doing, so this is what I've gotten so far. So, you do this, you do that. Oh, I don't like it down that low. I just don't. There. See? Then I take this bugger, which is to my skein of yarn, goes between the needle and the St. Joseph, Outlaw. I lived in St. Joseph, right over there by Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas City, Kansas. And where the Kansas City Chiefs actually do their spring training at. Didn't know that. Yeah, they do. The same college they do their spring training at. You know Tom Brokaw? He was a long time news anchor guy on the news. Well, Tom Brokaw has a college out that way. I cannot remember the name of it right now. But his name is added to that college. So that's pretty cool, huh? Yeah. And the guys from the Kansas City Chiefs, football players, they are so, so great to the people that come out to see them in their spring training. They have a military day where you could go on, veterans, active duty, their families and all, could go meet the Kansas City Chiefs. They are so nice. They are so kind. So, and that's a good way to have good interaction with your fans, And so, yeah, it's great. So here, as you can see, I've added another cast-on stitch. But see, should I leave that loosey you? Or I don't know. I have nobody to ask. So I'm going to have to bother or bug a few people or a person or two to show me if I should leave it loose or make it tight. Because I don't know. I don't have a clue. So, and do you know that St. Joseph, Missouri, you ready for this? Remember, what was the name? Oh, that movie with Kevin Costner, The Postman? The Pony Express? It started there. And Jesse James, where his mama's house and all that was, that's in St. Joseph. A lot of people don't know that either. So, see, you get more information. Right? But that's where she's working on a trivet or hot pads for the kitchen. Everyone I give them to wants to use them as doilies instead. Well, can you blame them? Hello! And how are you? Yes, I remember you. Apparently you remember me, you're here. How you doing, Magic? Well, you know what? It's your craftsmanship, Tina, that they like. You can't get mad at them because they see your work, they love it, they don't want to destroy it, but they love your work. And how you doing, Magic? Or am I saying your name wrong again? And if I am, please don't get mad at me. Yep, I've had a rough day yesterday. I fell, landed on my head. Oh, I had a doozy of a headache from that. So I missed yesterday's chat in the afternoon. Missed this morning's Bible devotional, so I had to do it later in the morning. And now I'm here. And I'm still working on learning how to knit. And yes, it's... Because Tina could tell you, she's... Oh, good! Awesome! I'm happy for you, darling. Oh, that's going to be grand. Oh, yes. Dad comes home. It's called party. Yep. Back in the day when my daddy was a soldier, we didn't have no wars for him to go to. Well, he was in one, but they sent him home because my mama was pregnant. But she was pregnant with not one baby, but two. They didn't know it at the time. And my daddy got sent home from Vietnam. And Mama had Richard, my twin. And then she had me. I'm the surprise baby. Yep. And that's like my dad's third tour over in Vietnam or something. So from that time on until the day I graduated from high school, same day my dad stopped going to work every day in the Army. Then he had some days off before he was tired of the Army. Yep, that's what happened. So I'm so happy for you. I hope you help out, get everything with the party and decorations. And oh yes, it's gonna be a grand affair. I know. So I'm happy for you. And Miss Tina, who is wonderful to come visit me today, yes, she will tell you guys 2.5 hours for learning that cross. And I asked me to make it again. Nope, can't do it. She could. Man, she closes her eyes and she's whipping it up. It's like nothing. But she's been doing it for years too. So she is a very talented lady when it comes to making things like the dishcloths and the trivet pads and the cross that I have made. And everybody wants me to make it, and I'm like, I don't remember how. I am so ashamed. Nope, I'm honest. Tina knows that. So what I've been doing is I'm relearning how to knit. I got the casting on part easy, I think. But I'm going to have to catch somebody's live later on, if they have a live, and ask them about my stitches, about my cast on stitches right now. Should I leave, should I make them a little bit loose? Should they be tight? What? I don't know. Don't have a clue. And if you guys happen to notice that today I'm wearing another set of my lovely earrings. And these are again from JC Calamity Jane. She makes them out of polymer clay. And these are my football team. There's blue and white. A little bit of black and gold speckles. But I love them. And I will tell you this much, I feel definitely blessed by all of you who come in to do the chat with me. So I thank you so much. And I know one thing, that you guys are going to have a serious blessed day. Because you came in, you blessed me by being here. It was 5 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever. It was still a blessing. So, which war? Not too tight, or you won't be able to put your other needle in. Tina, do you knit? Is that the war they call the 20-year war, or was that different? Which war are you talking about, Outlaw? You got me confused on the war part now. Vietnam, I don't know. I'd have to ask my dad. But I don't think that was it. Not too tight. Okay, so that means I get to start from the beginning. Alrighty, now I don't feel so stupid. Thank you, Tina, darling. 55 to 75, it could have been. It very well could have been. I wouldn't know for sure. I'd have to ask my dad. He's the one that was in it. Okay. Only a little bit. Not like, you see, like this one here on this end. This is loose. This is loose. But the others are really tight. And I'm like, there's something wrong there. Okay, so I'll go all the way back to that first cast on. And I will make them a little bit loose. I know what you're meaning. And Outlaw, as far as I know that the last person to leave Vietnam from the war was in 75. I can't remember what year they started off the top of my head. I know I was born in 67. And I know they were there. They sent my dad home. I mean, my mom already had 2 daughters, and so she knew what was going to happen when she went to labor, but when you have a big, big belly, like 3 feet out, and you fall in a space of 1/2, yeah, you're going to go into labor, especially you have twins. And they didn't know she was having twins until my brother was born. He was born. They checked her again. Oh, get ready to push again. You're going to have another baby. And there I was. And for most of our lives, we shared a crib. Yeah, but which is the war that was for 20 years? The 20-year war. That might have to do with England. I think. I don't know for sure. But I will check it out, Outlaw, and let you know. Yeah, about 10 years, I want to say. Because my dad had been there 3 times. The third time, after the third time they sent him home, Mom was pregnant. And yeah, those pictures back in them days for when women were going to have their babies, the ultrasound pictures, they didn't look too hot. They were the granular pictures, not like they got nowadays. Just so you know. Hey, the stats! How are you? So nice of you to come visit me in my chat. I always love what you put up on the YouTube streets. That is always a magical thing. How you doing? We're getting ready to leave, right? Because we got a few more minutes, and then, we're out the door. But how you doing? I'm doing a crafters chat in the afternoon, Monday through Friday. Oh, yes. Well, I'm doing better than I was yesterday. Because poor Mama Sue, she had the same problem. You're eating your late lunch. Okay. Mama Sue fell down with rug burns and this and that. Yeah, she's not doing great. I fell down, landed on my head. That's why I didn't have an afternoon crafters chat yesterday. And I didn't have my morning Bible devotional was late in the morning. So, yeah. I'm just keeping track of how many times I fall down. So when I see my primary next week, I can say for this day. Yep, I remember that. Is that the 20-year war, Tina? Because I know you do research. You're really good at it. And Outlaw, if Tina says that's what it was, yeah, you can guarantee it because Tina's good at doing research. I'm not kidding. This woman knows a lot. You'd be surprised. Thank you, Tina. All right, hang on, stats. Gotcha. But yeah. But I'm so glad of you guys to come in to visit me. Wow. I feel so extra blessed. So Monday through Friday, 2:30, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Next Monday, and whenever I have an appointment, I'll put a notice in my, on my page, because you're welcome, darling. See that? I love the stuff that you put up on the in the YouTube streets, because it's always positive and kind and nice, and sometimes it makes you giggle. But what I'm going to do is I'll put a post up in my page for the days I have a doctor's appointment where it might cut into my live afternoon craft chat. And if that happens, check my page. Monday, I know for sure I have a morning appointment and I have an afternoon appointment. Let me see. I might be just getting home. Oh, I know. I might be just getting home from my appointment on Monday for my afternoon appointment. So we might be running like from 3 o'clock, 2:45, 3 o'clock to an hour later. So I might be 15 minutes late. How's that sound? But Stats, you're so good. You're always kind. You always leave a positive statement in the YouTube sheets. Yeah, but you know what? I like it when you're positive. It fuels the rest of the streets. Trust me. I have a lot of people loving what you put out. I don't know all their names, but I do know that they love it. So it's more better to be positive instead of negative. I mean, I can't get a bigger smile, okay? So you guys, Monday we might start at 2:45. That sound okay with you? Because I have a early, oh my God, wake up and let's go to the doctor appointment. Amen. But my Monday appointment is like at 9 o'clock in the morning. And the afternoon one is for later in the afternoon. So I should be getting home around 2:30-ish. So I'm going to try to shoot for 2:45, 3 o'clock for Monday for the afternoon Delite. And I will go and put that in my page. And thank you all so much for coming in to bless me today. I'm going to be saying prayers for all of you that came in this afternoon to bless me with your presence, with your knowledge, for your help. You guys are awesome. Hey, Outlaw, you do just fine. Thank you, Tina Love. Outlaw, if you ever want to know something, trust me, if you can catch Tina in a live, the woman does research and she's spot on it. That's one thing you can take to the bank usually. I will not let you down on that one. And Stats, 2:30 to 3:30, Monday through Friday, I do this afternoon Delite with me, discussing crafts. If you have a craft or a project you're working on, bring it in, share it. Help other people. Maybe get them interested in doing something. Hello, Janine. How are you? Hey, Stats, you're just fine as you is. I see what you do already out in those streets. You always have something positive, and that's what I love. And that's the main part. So you guys, Monday we're going to definitely be maybe 15 minutes late starting. And I'm doing good, thank you. Starting because I have that afternoon appointment. So have a blessed day. Thank you for coming in and making my day better. Oh, most definitely. And I'm doing fabulous. And I wish you all the best. I will be praying for you guys. Keep you guys in my prayers. That's why I write your names down for. I heard that. Where's my chocolate? Hey, Stats, I got me chocolate, but I only use it when I need to get my blood sugars up. I'm a diabetic, so I have to, like, one bag of candy, seriously, could last me for like almost 6 months. Where did I put that bag of candy at? Oh, it's here somewhere. Okay, the doctor has it. Oh, I hear that, darling. Well, you guys, I will let you go. Thank you so much, and have a blessed day. Bye-bye. Oh, my goodness, Lord. Bless them all. A double portion today, Father God.